Friendship tree. Do you remember this? Planted by President Trump and French President Emmanuel Macron to symbolize a century of friendship between the two countries. It has reportedly died. The two planted this tree in a ceremony last year. It quickly got the name the bromance tree after the two leaders developed a close friendship. The tree was actually put in quarantine after the ceremony was over, and it has been kept there since. Kate Bennett is with me. I love that arrow pointing right there. So it's a certain irony because the bromance between Macron and Trump, it isn't exactly what it used to be. Do we know what happened to the tree?
The bromance has died, perhaps, as well.
Yeah.
Well, the tree
withered at least.
Exactly. The roots didn't connect. Really.
Correct.
So typically a tree like that, it came from France. It came from the below woods of France to symbolize the relationship between the two countries from World War I, and what the U.S. did to support the French during World War I. So the tree was then taken to a USDA facility for quarantine, which is normal, and it could be in quarantine for up to 2 years before it would be replanted. Somehow in that quarantine process, it appears that the tree died. The White House is not saying anything. We have not heard back yet confirmation from the USDA, but perhaps the isolation of the tree.
I see what you did. The isolationism killed the tree.
Well, you know, there is an irony here because, of course, Macron has said many times of Trump that he's, or implied at least, that he's not supportive of his sort of isolationist. He said at the UN, he's talked about Iran and climate change, the things that have been a big divide between Trump and Macron since the tree was planted. So it is that metaphor of the tree.
So we don't know, I mean, it's dead, right? But there's this sort of, there's a talking around it that happens. There's a diplomacy around the death of the tree, it sounds like.
Exactly, and no one really wants to take responsibility for this dead historic tree. I mean, the tree, like I said, traveled from France. There was a big ceremony. I happened to be standing right there with those golden shovels as they planted it.
Because it commemorates this, one of the bloodiest battles of the First World War.
Exactly.
So it's supposed to be this symbol. And you would wonder, being in quarantine for 2 years, the idea probably was that it was supposed to get some care, considering the meaning of it.
Right, exactly. And you know, the USDA, the facility really does, I mean, it does care for imported items that do need to stay in quarantine to make sure there's no parasites, no pesticides, anything that's wrong with it, that's what they're looking for. So accidents and things happen.
Accidents and things, maybe there was something the matter with it. We don't know. We're going to work on this. Kate Bennett is all over this tree beat. Thank you so much, Kate Bennett.
Are vegans healthy? Are vegetarians healthy? French fries and